Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Let's take a look at some aggressive growth stocks now with Bill Wilton, our aggressive growth stock analyst at Zacks.com. One of the ones that you want to call to our attention today is Odyssey Healthcare, ODSY, the ticker symbol. What part of the healthcare industry are they in?
They do hospice care. So what they do is they take care of patients who have life-limiting illnesses, there's no cure for it, so they just try to make their remaining days as comfortable as possible. They focus on, whatever they can do to ease their pain, psychological aspects and spiritual, just preparing them, for the inevitable, which is very unfortunate. But they are expanding, and they are doing very well lately. They've actually picked up two other subsidiary companies that they're expanding into Michigan and some other areas that also do hospice care. So they're growing that way, and now that those earnings are starting to hit the bottom line, estimates are going up. In fact, they just surprised on April 29th. They reported 26 cents a share, and analysts were only looking for about 20 cents. So now that those earnings are starting to trickle in, the net income is definitely on the rise.
So they're expanding geographically, not into a different area of health.
No, these are still hospice companies, so it's their same core business.
Okay.
Here you can see the premium page is still a Zacks rank of a number one. The estimates have been growing. They're up about 12 cents for this year to 86 cents, another 7 cents next year, up to 98 cents. Things are going, like I said, really well. And the only thing is that analysts haven't had time to revise their estimates since the last earnings, seeing as it was only a little less than a week ago. So those estimates should be climbing even a little bit more.
Stock price leveling out?
It is, but as you can see on this next chart, it's mainly due because the earnings had been declining over the past few years. I hate to be a bottom caller, but you can see here on the chart that those long-term consensus estimates are starting to round out and head back up. So if you're looking to get something at a pretty cheap price, that if this trend continues, it's going to go right back up. So that's what I really liked about this company. It was a good time to get into it.
And the Zacks rank on this one is what?
Is a number one.
Okay. And then there's Visa, V, very simply, the ticker symbol. Is this the credit card company?
It sure is, yeah. So obviously, it's a very well-known name. They do business transactions, which, a lot of people are worried about consumers not spending as much. But Visa doesn't, make as much money on the account balances as they do on the fees per transaction that they do for businesses, banks, merchants, you name it, consumers like you and I.
Yep.
They also just reported on April 29th. They reported 74 cents a share, which was another surprise for them. As you may remember, they just went public about 5 quarters ago, and they haven't missed an earnings announcement yet. They've beat every single time. So they're continuing that streak, which is always good to see. As we know, stocks that have a history of surprising are more likely to keep doing that into the future. Again, this is a number one rated stock. Right now, it seems a bit expensive. The PE is just over 20 times earnings. But the way that analysts keep upwardly revising estimates, I think it's a lot more likely that ratio comes down to earth by the earnings going up rather than the price going down. And here's the chart. As you can see, shares have been doing extremely well before and after the earnings announcement. So they had nice momentum going into it and just started surging immediately following the announcement.
Do you own either of these two?
I do not.
All right. If you want to check out more aggressive growth stocks that Bill has written about, you can do that on Zacks.com in the upper right-hand corner of the homepage where all of the investing categories are listed. Just click on the headline that is right next to the aggressive growth listing, and it'll take you to his most recent stock story and then an archive of some others. With Bill Wilton, I'm Terry Ruffolo.